So I have my Moto X4 here that's booted into TeamWin Recovery Project. Obviously the bootloader is unlocked as that's necessary to be able to access custom recoveries and things like that. And so what I did is boot into the recovery with fastboot boot and then the boot image. And after that I wanted to install TeamWin Recovery Project permanently. And so what I did is download this TeamWin Recovery Project installer for Payton. That's the code name for the Moto X4, and this is on the official TeamWin Recovery Project website. And so after I installed that, well, in order to install it, what I did is I put it into the platform tools. You could just put it directly onto your phone and flash in TeamWin Recovery Project. I put it into the platform tools, and then I ran ADB sideload, and then the TeamWin Recovery Project installer. But first, you need to go into the that mode. So what you would do is go into Advanced and then ADB sideload. And I also did actually wipe Dalvik cache and cache after installing it, although I don't think that's necessary. And so after I installed it, actually what happened was it put me on slot B, and whenever I tried to switch over to slot A like this, it had some sort of error. And so this will take a little bit of time, and then go back to the menu here. But what happens, since it's not going back to slot A, whenever you reboot the phone, no matter what you do, it'll go through this normal boot process, and then it will go straight into TeamWin Recovery Project instead of the ROM that's installed, which is just the stock firmware. And so what you can actually do here is, once TeamWin loads, and I can turn this off here, let me enter the code, and then what I'm going to do here is reboot into the bootloader. Make sure I have the command here. Well, so I'm going to reboot into bootloader, and then pull this up here. This is showing people who are trying to change from slot A to B. This is on XDA developers, and so what you can do here is just use this command, fastboot space dash dash set active, or set dash active equals A. And so once it's in bootloader mode like this, you can just paste that in there. This is a kind of Unix thing for Windows, and so I do it like the Unix commands / and then fastboot.exe dash dash set dash active equals A. Press enter. And so now, once you reboot, which you could just say you should just be able to press start, it will boot straight up into your ROM. And so this will switch it back to slot A. Apparently there's just two different slots, and so I guess you can run custom ROMs on the slot B or something like that. But also, this doesn't mess with accessing recovery. You can still get into recovery by holding down power and volume down. So you'll go into the bootloader mode here, and then go into press recovery mode. And it will boot into TeamWin Recovery Project. And I'll show you on TeamWin how it shows that it's set to slot A again. This needs to load, and I'm going to need to enter in the passcode. Okay. And then you can see in Reboot, you can see that it says the current slot is A. And then once again, you should still just be able to boot right back into your ROM. As long as it's set to slot A, you should be good. So that's how I fixed, I was kept booting into TeamWin Recovery Project and it wouldn't let me boot into the normal ROM, and TeamWin Recovery Project wouldn't let me set it to slot A. And so you can do that manually in fast boot mode. Thank you all for watching, and have a great day.